All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Jacksonville Jaguars. On first down, it's White. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Carlson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
To throw on second down, here's White. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
From the gun on third down, White. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping is big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
White on second down. And his throw here's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. To throw is White on third down. Flushed out right. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
He's going to get it running right. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Carlson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They're going to look to throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. With 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Now let's go.
Now back to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. White. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now White with a 1st down throw. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Over!
The play fake, now White. Incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Out of the gun, it's White. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll work his way forward up to the 22. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
And out now come the Vikings. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They pitch it out to Cook. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
White looking to throw on 2nd down. This will be caught inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Carlson now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Fournette on the counter. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a 1st down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really it took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 more there and another 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice hit, boy.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. They'll set up to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? He'll drop to throw. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Danielle Hunter. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now White. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Lucky 56. Detroit! 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 Gun! 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 Gun!
From the shotgun, here's White. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They'll throw now on the final play. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll run it here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Fournette, a 1st down carry. Broken tackle. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize them. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And give him a gain of 37. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's White. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. White on 2nd down. It's complete to Diggs. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. White now from the gun. He'll throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Off play action, here's White. And shoves him off at the 20. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Leopard! Watch him now, Barney!
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Latavius Murray, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise. Methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So now out come the Jags.
Detroit!
He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here that's complete. Avoids him at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center. You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off? Not yet. Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance. I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw, and they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Derek Rivers in there to sack him for a loss of 6. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 16. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down again. Daniil Hunter in there for this sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. On 1st down, it's White. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. In for the score. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable. And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later? And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving. Now back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. They'll set up to throw. Throwing a slant pattern here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Spins by. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Jaguars on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to air one out. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Carlson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. He's got daylight. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And now out comes Minnesota. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about. But as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A play fake. Now White. Now White lost the football. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, "Hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning."
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Vikings, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.